Hello and welcome to English classes with me, Said Walid. In today's lesson, I'm going to teach you about word classes and elements of a sentence. And I hope you remember in the last lesson we have studied about word classes or parts of speech, and it's quite related to this lesson. And before I move on, I would like to thank everybody who subscribed to my channel so far. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and let's start. In today's lesson, we'll see how many phrases and elements of sentence do we have. Yes, we have 5 elements in English language: subject, verb, object, complement, and adverbials. And we have 5 phrases: noun phrase, verb phrase, adjective phrase, adverb phrase, and preposition phrase. Let's see how each phrase can play a role in a sentence. Example, a noun phrase can be the subject of the sentence before the main verb, and it can be the object of the sentence after the main verb. A verb alone or with other verbs can play the role of a verb in a sentence. An adjective phrase can be complement in a sentence. Sometimes even a noun phrase can be a complement in a sentence. A preposition phrase and adverb phrase can be adverbials in a sentence. So let's see what's a noun phrase. A noun phrase has a noun with a determiner before it. A noun phrase can also be a pronoun. A verb alone can be a verb phrase. If there's an auxiliary verb before it, it can also be a verb phrase. Remember, we have 3 types of verb in English language. If we have one of them, it's a verb phrase. If we have 2 of them, it's a verb phrase. If we have 3 of them together, again, it's a verb phrase. An adjective phrase has an adjective. Sometimes it can be with a degree of adverb, like very late, good, very good. Good alone is an adjective phrase. If we have a degree of adverb, like very, to, almost, again, with that adjective, it can be an adjective phrase. An adverb phrase has an adverb, and sometimes it can be with a degree of adverb. Example like late, very late. And finally, a preposition phrase is a preposition plus a noun phrase. One preposition before a noun phrase can be a preposition phrase. These are the elements of an English sentence and the kind of phrases that we can use for each element. Subject, noun phrase. Verb, verb phrase. Object, noun phrase. Complement, adjective phrase, or sometimes noun phrase. Adverbials, adverb phrase, and preposition phrase. And remember, sometimes even a noun phrase can be an adverbial. Now let's make some examples and let's find out the elements of a sentence in these sentences. The aircraft left London at 3 o'clock. The aircraft is the subject because it's a noun phrase. Left is the past form of the verb leave. It's a verb in this sentence. London is a noun phrase. I told you every noun can be a noun phrase. So London is object because this noun phrase is used after the verb. The aircraft left London at 3 o'clock. In here, at 3 o'clock is a preposition phrase, and it's an adverbial in this sentence. Remember, every preposition phrase and adverb phrase can be an adverbial in a sentence. Let's see the second example. We must book the tickets next week. We is the subject in the sentence because it's a noun phrase. I told you pronoun can also be a noun phrase. Must book, 2 verbs together, auxiliary verb and the main verb. Remember, if there are three verbs together, you must have seen, must have seen. Again, it can be a verb phrase. So, we must book the tickets next week. Now, the tickets is object because it's a noun phrase. There is a determiner, ticket is a noun. A determiner plus noun can be a noun phrase. Next week, though next week is a noun phrase in this sentence, it can be an adverbial, because I told you even a noun phrase can sometimes be an adverbial. Well, I hope you have learned this lesson. If you have, please push the like button and share it with your friends. I'll see you in the next videos. Goodbye.